The British Council Thailand was established in 1938 and started to operate independently. The British Council creates international opportunities for the people of the UK and other countries and builds trust between them worldwide. We call this work cultural relations. Through our work in education, we have been making a real difference by creating a connection between UK and the partnerships in the Thai government and private sectors. We foster dialogue and international partnerships between education institutions and organisations. We also help students who want a real experience of international study. The UK is bursting with energy and has a fascinating heritage for students to explore. International students will easily fit into the UK's multicultural society, ready to enjoy student life, which is full of excitement, fun and creativity. Our largest annual Education UK exhibition offers opportunities to over 15,000 Thai students to meet with hundreds of university representatives from a variety of institutions.
The British Council has been helping us a lot in the past several years. There are several programs that British Council has been involved with and in cooperation with the Thailand Research Fund. Programs such as exchange in academic staff, exchange in PhD students.
STEM education is the main theme of BG Group Social Investment Project. And I think that the Inspiring Side project fits quite nicely with BG Group Social Investment Program in general. British Council is a well-known organization for education development. It helps us to connect with government authorities around the world, including business sectors and academic institutions.
We have offered the latest banking service solutions, which enable students to access the British Council within an increasingly digital environment.
If you talk about multidisciplinary, if you talk about collaboration, if you talk about internationalization, British Council is the brand name for excellence on international collaboration.
Working with British Council is like having an understanding partner that listens to us and keep us informed of the progress of the project.
The British Council plays an important part in our ambitious goals. We are proud to partner with the British Council for many projects, which means we are definitely on the right track.
British Council, your valued partner for education.
So we thank British Council and Thailand Research Fund for being our great supporters. So now may I request Dr. Poonpipop Gasemsap from Vice President from Kasetsat University on stage, please. Dr. Poonpipop will give us a opening remark, and also he's our keynote lecturer today. Thank you.
Good morning. First of all, I'd like to thank British Council and TRF for funding and coordinating this conference. And next, I'd like to thank University of Nottingham for helping to coordinate and bring 15 young career researchers from UK to Thailand. Thank you very much, Eric. We haven't met officially yet, but I already saw you, so I knew you already. Okay. And I look at the list. They're from from Imperial College, Exeter, Essex, Sheffield, Cicero, and one from Japan, from Meiji University. Where are you? Yes. Yes, okay. You like me myself, I like to sit way in the back. And one from Qubit. And from Thailand, we know that Kasetsart University, Dr. Pishat is the one who organizes, and he has a lot of really young scientists helping as a team. Well, Dr. Pishat is still young at heart, yes. And staffs from Rice Science Center, from Mahidol University, and even myself, I really like to join and participate in this conference. It's one of my interests, looking at the stress physiology. So today is a good day because we bring people together, and we want to make sure that we want to do something that would be valuable. Normally, when we teach students, we encourage them to work hard so that they would be successful in their life. But we know that we don't want them to be just a man of success. We want them to be a man of value. This is what Albert Einstein said long before. The point is the man of value make his personal success meaningful to others. And it's really funny when I sometimes, forgive me, when I look at scientists, they can work really hard for very many years, some for many decades, and wait for the satisfaction of getting something done and be really valuable and meaningful to others. And sometimes it takes a long time, but it's very difficult to find people like this in the society now. People like quick success, people like quick money. They goes to other areas that easier. So I give my respect to you all, and thank for coming to Thailand. Thank for being here from different part of Thailand. You will certainly make a difference in a very near future, I'm pretty sure. The world is not really been good to everyone. 30% of world population has micronutrient deficiencies. Some countries have done much better than the others, but there are things that we could do, we could help all over the world, from Asia to Africa to South America. I guess I should say something more because it doesn't move. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't break your computer. Jeez. มันไม่ไปครับมันเป็นอะไร Okay. I guess, yeah. Oh, all right. Thank you very much. I guess it's linked to the outside file. The FAO hunger map, 15 years ago, we had a lot of problems. But we can see that within 20 years, a lot of improvements have been done, including Thailand. A long time ago, Thailand had a lot of undernourishment issue, a lot of hunger issue. But 20 years later on, Thailand improves a lot. Well, UK doesn't have any problem, Australia doesn't have any problem. But again, there's still a lot more we can do. I'd like to show you this picture. You may not recognize him. This was the king. This is the king of Thailand 50 years ago. When he went to the northern part of Thailand, he showed people that, and he told the people that he wants to develop this land. which is badly degraded, and they use it for producing opium. And in order to do this, not going to be easy, but a few decades later, he was very successful. He introduced a number of crops, a number of livestock, a number of handicrafts, a number of projects with help all over the world. And it became sustainable development. The project is doing very well, and it's a model project. It's an inspiration for Thai people that we can make the difference if we really try enough. There has been a lot of issues faced by the farmers, especially in Thailand and in Southeast Asian countries. Yield potential and stability are not the only limiting factors. The production is not the only limiting factors. Fertilizer is not the only limiting factors. We have learned that the law of limiting factors, right? The barrels, and if we increase this piece of wood, we can increase the yield. But in real life, it's not going to be like that. It's like a bucket with so many holes in it, and we have so little resources. So we have to make sure that we make the right decision. We put the resources into the right place at the right time. We cannot work on the holes in the top because it have to begin from the bottom up. First things first. And the point is we need to really make a good plan, a good strategy, and we need to analyze. We want to make sure that we do prioritize things and look at, if we have two holes, we want to make sure that we tackle the bigger ones. If they have the same level of more or less priority in terms of time. What is productivity? Productivity depends on both the value and the efficiencies, the value of the products and services, and the efficiencies with which they are produced. And this slide, costs us 10,000 pounds because we paid Michael Porter. We begged him to come, and he provided us 78 slides for $1 million. And actually, it's worth much more than that, because I think it provides a direction for Thailand to go. We cannot look at only the efficiencies. We have to look at the value of the products, because both of them will make up productivity. This was the data 15 years ago, agricultural productivity of selected countries. I made sure that UK was not in here. I made sure that Thailand's name is not in here, but you can guess where Thailand is or should be in here. But you can see a big variation. So there's a lot of room for countries down here to grow. And what should we do? There are a number of things to do. Michael Porter said that innovation can increase productivity, that in turn provide competitiveness, and it provide prosperity. And we believe that everyone agree that innovation can help increase productivity and competitiveness. There are a lot of innovations that would help to improve efficiencies and values in agriculture and agricultural products. There are a number of things. So we have to choose. We have to choose. Some of the innovations and efficiencies that Kasetsart University have done in the past 70 years. The first one in here, I have to make sure that riceberry from Dr. Vishat is here. It's an example of increase in value, and it's become one of the best innovation from Kasetsart University, widely accepted in Thailand. But These are new cultivars resulted from breedings. And there are other innovations that can increase efficiencies from different things that can improve, can reduce tillage from the way you add fertilizers. Okay? And this one is this is the rice miller, and this is the machine that help create mangosteen. And some innovations can increase value, or better yet, value creation. A number of things is like in food science and technology, product development, packaging. The best example, well, this one I took from Bordeaux. It's one of the best vineyard in Bordeaux. It increased the price of grape juice by maybe 100 times or 1,000 times, depends. Adding values to products can be very simple. Just putting together different kind of vegetables and add in a small sheet of cookbook. Thailand can export this package to Switzerland, and it's quite a hit. Switzerland and Germany. Some of the crops here can be very simply value addition things, but normally if we can be creative. Some of the products for better health, for example, vitamin E in palm oil, very surprisingly, but the Malaysians have done this successfully. They have bred the new varieties, the new cultivars of oil palm to produce palm oil with high vitamin, high carotenoid. There are some of pharmaceutical crops. But the point that I'd like to make here is, normally we work on the crops that can provide returns on investment. So a number of crops, a number of options has been left untouched. We are very selective on what we do, and it seems to me the ones that really make decisions are normally or largely the funding agencies. And I think that's a bit too sad. So I take this opportunity to communicate to you that if you have a chance, if you try to collaborate together, please look at the value of agricultural crops. If you want to work on rice, look at the value of rice. It can be done by increased nutrition content, for example. That can still be within your limit. But again, this may be, it's something that you may want to keep in mind. Vegetables, we are eating maybe only 20 kinds of vegetables, but there are almost 200 kinds available in Thailand. If you have a chance, go to local market. There are a lot of vegetables out there, and we need to take a look at it, because sometimes we don't realize what are the things that we can work on to help make it better. Reducing loss is one of the issues that very big in Thailand. But again, we have only 2 professors in post-harvest in the whole country. Only 2 professors. And this is sad because we are losing a lot of things. So I encourage all of us to take a look at the big picture. And if opportunities comes, if helps comes to us, please give it some thought and try to help. So the key is food security is important, but nutrition security is also important too. We normally look at security, safety, and sustainability. But again, in order to improve food and nutrition security, other point of view would be to reduce or to eliminate poverty. Because a lot of times food insecurity, nutrition insecurity doesn't mean they don't have enough food, but they don't have enough money to buy it. There are always news in the world that companies dump their produce or kill their small chickens because they want to increase the price and make more profits. And this is really sad things to see. We have the challenges of feeding 9 million people by 2050, and this challenge is going to be huge. We know that more than 30% of food go to waste, so we have to reduce it. The highest percent in the place that need it the most, sub-Saharan Africa, but a lot of food goes to waste in Asia. Hunger isn't going away, and it's not about the increasing population, but it's really about limited resources. It's not about land. We do have enough land, but what we do not have is really resources. We have to do more with less, and I think this is the key. That this is why you are here. This is why you are looking at this